This is the story of the last chapter of Orapax. What is Orapax? Formerly, I would tell you that Orapax is an Algonquin Indian word meaning bountiful waters, a stopping point along the James River, coined as such by Chief Powhatan. Later, part of the original estate deeded to Mary Jefferson Bowling, Thomas Jefferson's older sister, and currently the setting of the largest upland bird hunting preserve in Virginia. Every year, thousands of hunters and bird dog enthusiasts enjoy this place. I started working on the preserve in 2013. Since then, it has been not just a workplace, but a place to make memories with our family and friends. Starting with my wife and I's first date back in 2013, to these present days with our growing family. In late 2023, the property went up for sale, and as a result, I got the opportunity to have the deer and turkey hunting rights until the property sold. Our hope was that the preserve would be able to continue under new ownership. However, in the late summer of 2024, we got the news we had all been hoping would never come. The property was under contract. The new owners would not be continuing the preserve, and we would have until November 22nd to be off the property for good. This also meant that the countdown clock had started to punch a tag on one of the great bucks that also call Orapax home. The day is here, opening day 2024. We're about to hit the woods for the evening virgin voyage and hunting the farm for the next month and a half. Got several target bucks on our old broken down rinky-dink cameras that I've been bouncing around the past few months. Got some boys bird hunting. Dad is across the pond, just put him on the numbers over there. Cameron is going down other end of the property. I'm about to drive Kelly around. I am going to be going hunting Mr. Tickers, which is a deer got on camera earlier in the summer and then hadn't had anything from him until a couple weeks ago. It's a knoll that I found a few years ago and have been waiting to be able to hunt it. Got bow hunting rights and white oaks dropping. The wind is blowing southwest. The forecast is northeast. But we're gonna make it work.
Never what it's forecasted.
Just can't afford to make any mistakes with Mr. Tickers. This hunt's tip of the day. Don't walk the easy route to their stand, because a lot of times the path of least resistance is the same path the deer want to take. Don't leave your ground scent there. Lots of resistance.
going back in where I hunted opening evening. Slipped out of there 2 nights ago. Left my stand in the tree. Got a steady north breeze, which is a good wind, and I need a steady wind because the other night when the breeze wasn't blowing, it was just felt like my wind was dropping straight down and just saturating the area. Apparently 4 o'clock on a Monday is also a good time to party it up over there at the neighbors. Got the dog kennel next to him, quite riled up. That house is like 250 yards from me, and they are just blaring rap music. Can't imagine being their neighbors next to him. Mr. Tickers don't care though. All he cares about is who's in here up in the tree. Put in 6 hours now in this spot without seeing a deer, so mentally it's a bit of a grind at the moment. I feel like this evening has been a bow hunter's torture. We are capping it off with some aggressive leaf blowing over there. No leaves have fallen yet. Just spotted a couple deer. Maybe 60 yards. October 19th. We are back at it. Evening hunt after a busy couple days at work here. Been a lot of hunts going out, bird hunts, upland bird hunting. A lot of people traipsing around, dogs. Not quite sure how that moves the deer around here, but for sure the deer are used to that type of activity, and it doesn't just clean push them out. So we got a couple feed trees, big red oaks here, bedding all around. Bucks have been cruising. Checked my cameras today. Not this one here. This one had a couple shooters on it last time I checked. My other ones that I checked had one that had a big shooter on it, but with the property being sold, it's just a lot of activity. I had a surveyor on the camera going past, putting a bunch of flagging up. The day after I had the hammer on there. saw him. He was coming up out of the creek, not coming from the direction we walked in, but instead of making a straight line to the oaks, he was kind of angling, which took him on his way here, right past my other tree. And I was planning to hunt that tree, but the wind moved from a northwest to a northeast, and with a northeast from that tree, my wind was blowing back towards the oak trees here. I would not be surprised if he does make a reappearance at some point. He probably is still right over here where he came from, and he's just kind of staged up. He may come back in a little bit later, cautiously. You won. He won. Thought I had him dead to rights. See if I picked the right tree this morning. The wind's been light and variably drifting all around here. So that seems to always be the case first thing in the morning. 9 o'clock, no deer yet. Eager to get down and look around, check the camera, but I'm gonna wait it out a couple more hours at least. Screwed that up. Nice buck. Shooter. Bigger than the one I was gonna shoot a couple days ago. God. Not the huge deer that I'm in here to hunt, but man, I would have loved to shot that deer. I moved too much. He saw me up here. I should have been slower and more methodical. I was trying to rush to get in position to shoot and get the camera on him. God. Candle. Been sitting here with nothing. And just like that, you get your opportunity. And if you make a mistake, you gotta put more hours in the tree until your next opportunity. We're hoping to get some redemption this evening. I'm going back in the block of woods I hunted this morning, but I'm gonna hunt a different spot in here. So I'm just gonna go cut through the middle of this block to try to put myself in between either where I think some of these bucks might be hiding out in the corner of the property up here, or on the other side of where the deer I saw this morning may have ran. And I think he's gonna want to get back up to the north where he was headed this morning. A little bit of a wild card here, but if I could draw up, just looking on the map, where to kill one of these big bucks, this would be a good place to do it. And of course, when I got here, I did spook a deer out that was right here, blew and ran off. So, off to a wild start here. Meh. Meh. Things have been wild. Saw a couple does, and then they started running back and forth. Never saw a buck, and they went on. Maybe 30 minutes later, another deer came out. Heard it scraping, figured it was a buck. Ended up being 2 deer. The one in front was a mega beautiful deer. I'm not sure what deer it was exactly. They were on a trail that I saw. I walked over there and almost set up over there, but then I came back here. They would have been right on top of me if I had set up over there. I stopped him. I thought it was 35. I ranged not quite where he was, but right in front of where he was, and it was like 33. So I thought it would be like 36, 37. Ranged it after the fact, it was 40. But I'm pretty sure I saw the arrow go just right underneath at his armpit. So I'm a little sick. Well, I've had a few days to lick my wounds. Still recovering from the miss, which did confirm was a clean miss. Got my arrow, looked around. Clean arrow, no blood. Check on a couple of my cameras here at the farm. Couple big shooters on there, and actually they were both on camera this morning in daylight. And the bigger one was on camera yesterday evening in daylight. Looking over all this cut stuff, literally right on top of where these bucks came through this morning. It is the opening morning of gun season. Got 1 week left until the farm sells. Have not tagged deer yet. Got Dad, Cameron, another friend of the farm hunting this morning. Lookout deer. About an hour and a half into the morning. I've not seen anything. I don't think Cameron or Dad has seen anything either, because I have not gotten any updates. And our farm friend killed a big old buck like the first 15 minutes of daylight. He was in the stand, that box stand that I hunted in just for the last hour a few days ago. It's just been one of those seasons that cannot get anything to break our way yet. Maybe this will end in a story of redemption before it's all said and done at the last hour. Got a few more sits to put in here and try to make it happen. I got a video from one of our farm staff from a field out in the middle of the property. Filmed a buck with his phone, loping along like 40 yards next to him. I'm pretty sure it's the buck I have on camera here a couple days ago. The shooter. He is going in the block of woods where Cameron is, and who knows, he could come across the field and come up in here in a few minutes. Update on the buck wandering around. Cameron did in fact see him and passed on him. I don't think I'm gonna pass him. Also, he said he's headed my way. However, I'm like 900 yards from Cameron, so let's not get too excited yet. Nevertheless, we'll hold out a while longer just in case, because I do know I have him on camera here. He's over here and headed this way. Nothing came my way, but we're gonna see if we can bump something back to Cameron now. There ought to be something in here between Cameron and I would think. Prime cover. Our bump and dump didn't pan out. We did see one doe. Cameron's headed back in where he was at this morning. Dad is going back across the creek. And I am with Kelly tonight. Got 2 weeks till due date.
No.
11 days.
10.
And we're gonna boat across the pond. This morning I hunted up in here. There'll be more up in here.
Are you videoing me getting out of the boat?
Alright, Kelly's gonna plant herself in this blowdown. The ambush is set up here. Got Kelly and I both posted up on the backside of this thicket that's been getting the best of me so far this season. Up here at the northwest end of the property. 5 minutes.
Meh.
Down right here. I can see the tip of his antler. He definitely fell right there. He should be down. That is the buck that I had on camera a couple days ago across the way that the farm staff will recorded in the middle of the property this morning when he was putting birds out. He came right out of this thicket, which was right below where I was at this morning, but he must have just come through the field instead of the woods and dropped into his little honey hole in here to bed down for the day. We did it. We filled a tag at the farm. That was special. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Old tall boy.
Mature. Yeah, nothing wrong with that deer. What was he doing? Good grief.
He's all scarred up on his back.
Mm-hmm. No, kid, really. How come we never see him fighting all the time?
I already knew it was a buck
How did you know that?
because. Can I pet it?
Yeah.
Pet. I can't read. This makes me as happy as ever, especially right now.
Why especially right now?
Because of what happened. Ooh, wishy eyes. I can't believe this. Is this a dream?
No, it's
Maybe.
real life.
It's not a dream.
Just a couple days left to hunt this property. These deer have 2 more days to be on high alert, and then they'll live happy, unharassed lives for quite some time. Headed in for the evening. It's been a busy day. Clearing barns out, filling up dumpsters. Got a lot of people buzzing around, but got a couple hours to hunt. The last day of being able to hunt this property. One of the farm staff killed his first deer last night. Good job, Xavier. So, family will be in this evening. Got a couple hours to sit here before gotta get to work. I left my stand in the tree. Just keep putting hours in until find the doe that has the buck, or get on his cruising path. Meh. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Pretty nice buck. Couldn't tell much detail about him. Still first light. Been light for maybe 15 minutes. He was just cruising through. I had to turn around, face away from the tree, get my gun off the hook, get the cameras on. He was about probably 40-45 yards. Stopped him in a hole over there. He was quartered away. Tried to put it on the back of his ribs, or kind of mid-ribs, just behind the shoulder a little bit. shot, and it looked like he hunched up and kicked and ran up in there like he was hit. Couldn't see him after he skipped up in, well, he didn't skip, but after he ran up in there 10, 15 yards, he was out of sight. After going as hard as been going between trying to get in hunts here before it's all said and done, and working hard, trying to deliver hunts for the last week, and then turn over the property to new owners. New owners are not hunters and not interested in hunting continuing out here from everything I've understood. So this is the last time folks like myself are going to be able to enjoy chasing these animals out here for quite some time. It's kind of a surreal feeling, just feeling the weight of that, and a gift, me getting to be the one with all the people over the years that have enjoyed this property for hunting with their dogs and their families, their friends, and all that coming to an end now, and me getting to write the last chapter to this story here. Hopefully he's down right in there. It's been an hour since I shot. I'm gonna ease over here to where he was standing and see if we can find blood. I'm nervous. Air, okay. We have air. Whew, phase 1 complete. Haven't seen any blood yet. Nice rub there. Alright, where's the blood? I just turned the camera off. I haven't taken a step yet. I was doing a double take there before I turned record off, and I'm turned the camera off and put my scope up. I think I can see a white belly through the woods. Just like 30 yards up in there. I still have not seen blood, but I think that might be him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That's a deer down. That is a deer down. Oh yes. He's down right there, man. Didn't go anywhere. Thank you, Lord. This deer. This is a nice deer. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a real nice deer. Oh, yes. Guys. Oh, Lord. This is one of my target bucks, y'all. This is one of my target bucks. Wow. Oh, man. Guys. Lord. I could not tell he had all that in the duskiness. This is the deer that I've been playing catch up with all season. I named him. Well, I didn't officially name him, but he had a huge body on him. So I was playing around with Hog or Hoss or Fat Boy. I got a picture of this deer at the high field with a bachelor group of bucks, and actually have a picture of him with the other buck I killed. Oh, Lord. He's lost a lot of weight. He doesn't look that big at all. He's got a huge neck, but his body is, I mean, just a normal big buck body. Yes! Woo! It's a special place. Beautiful 11-point buck. This is an old deer, heavy bases, wide set, antler bases on his head. Been wanting to catch up to this deer all season long. Finally did it on the last full day we had to hunt out here. Just a beautiful representation of what this place can hold. It's just been a bird hunting preserve, and a few guys deer hunted each year. Got to work around all the bird dogs and other folks recreating on the property, but it grows some beautiful deer out here.